Hey folks, cats, dogs, and turtles. Guess what? Found some snow. So here we are. We are back on the river this weekend. Saturday, a day off. Sunday's a day off too. And well, we found ourselves a nice, quiet spot for the evening to hang out and relax. What do you think? So we are on the Northwest River, just above, well, we're pretty far back within the horseshoe kind of section, below Miners Bridge. So yeah, let's get set up and let's get comfy, folks, because it is a little chilly. So tent set up, plenty of room. Yeah, what I'm gonna do now is show you guys, folks, getting the stove in there, getting that set up, how I get the inside situated. Got a little table there this time. We're gonna throw that out in the big garbage pickup there, the wife and I. So I'd drill a couple holes in it and use it for a weekend or two. Anyways, let's get the stove out and let's get this puppy warm. Okay, so what we have is my camp stove here. This is our stove jack, so it's a burn-proof material. The stovepipe will go up through here, and as you can see from last time I used it, there's no damage from the heat pipe. So pretty basic. There are two other stove jacks in this tent here. There's one right here, and then there's one just adjacent from it on the other side over here. Pretty user-friendly, pretty basic setup. I like to get this kind of halfway open for when I do get the stove set up. But basically, once we have the stove set up here, I'm going to go ahead and get it started, and then let this place start warming up, let that stove do its thing, and we can get the inside set up, the cot, bed, all that good stuff. So some modifications that I have made to this stove is I did go get some page wire fence, anyways, and I put that around the top as an extra spark arrestor. It's doing a pretty good job. Hose clamp right here on the bottom, another one at the top, and then put some carabiners on there for some future storms. If we're gonna get real windy, then I'm gonna want that. I'm gonna want to be able to tie that stovepipe down. I ordered, so the stove itself came with all the black metal components. I had to order these two separate components. This is just got an extra 12 inches of stovepipe, a little bit better draw, a little bit better draft, and it'll get away from the tent a little bit more for eventually I want to start using this upper stove jack. The flute, or the dampener, sorry, was separate, so ordered these two off of Amazon, and they're great because it's 6 centimeters is the outside diameter. Everything did fit last week. Yeah. Cool thing about the stove, although it's a little heavy, everything does come packed inside of it. The last thing that I've additionally done for this stove here is these are old barbecue grates. We got a new barbecue there this summer. And I took the old grates, obviously camping, you never know when you're going to need them, but cut them in half with the grinder. And then I got a little bit of a bottom in here, which is going to be great for getting a little bit more airflow underneath and up to the stovepipe. So I'm thinking this stove is really going to become really, really efficient. It's a cheaper stove off of Amazon. It doesn't have a lot of the nicer features that some of the other Pomoly, hey, I said it right, Pomoly stoves, but hey, I'm not rich, and I was able to get this stove off of Facebook Marketplace for $100 or so, and they sell them on Amazon is where this one came from, as we kind of ordered it. There's another one that Princess Auto makes, although they're out of stock. Very, very similar, if not the exact same stove. Just they're out of stock. At least when I was looking to get mine a couple weeks back, Princess Auto didn't have any. This is a good little stove. I really like it. Just needed a couple extra parts. I highly, highly recommend if you're going to get into winter camping. Having that dampener, this guy right here, is crucial. If you buy a cheap stove and it doesn't have a dampener, make sure you order one or make one or do something to make sure you have some sort of control over your heat. Alright. We'll go toss this on. You. Oh. Alright folks, so pretty well settled in. We're gonna get the cot set up. It's just a basic car camping cot. Cabela's does the trick. If it was just summertime, we would be perfectly fine with one sleeping pad, but to kind of try and get a little bit more of a R value out of my sleeping pad system here, I'm using a two thermal at rest foam pads. Chose to just bring my 3-season sleeping bag because with the stove I don't expect to really need it, but I can always wear a couple extra layers. Tonight's temperature is supposed to get down to -7 degrees Celsius. It's probably about -1 or 2, maybe a little colder since the sun is set, but I am quite warm. down jacket is already off. So I get the sleeping bag out, and it's a down-filled sleeping bag. It'll need time to get back some of its loft. And well, there you have it, folks. We are moved in. All right, folks, here we go. She's in, and whew, we should look at that view. So we got the sticks in there, keeping it propped up again. Stove's going. Same deal. Oh man, I don't think coffee can get any better than that, folks. I gotta stop saying folks. I need to like delete that word out of my brain. That's what I say. It's my word. Folks. I say it in emails all the time at work. That's great. Well, fire's doing phenomenal, folks. Coffee tastes amazing. Glad I got out here again before it really gets snowed in up here. I am really excited for the extreme conditions headed our way that I'll be able to get to test this shelter in. The TP shelter here, the Bromance, is going to go through her paces this winter. I'm just taking it easy, and I'm easing my way back into this. I used to do a lot of winter camping in college and after college, and none of it did I ever use a wood stove with. So the wood stove is new to me. Different ways of traveling, different ways of hiking. This is just kind of what I'm liking now. I've spent lots of time waking up in a shelter, buried in my sleeping bag, warm as all could be when it's, minus 20 up to minus 40. I've slept in wind chills of minus 60. Just cozy as a bear could possibly be in his sleeping bag, my sleeping bag. But you wake up in the morning and you're faced with those temperatures all around you. You got to cook in it, so you got to be wearing all your gear, jacket, gloves, all that stuff. So having Bromance with a fireplace is a complete game changer. You get the heat from the wood stove here, and well, it's fun to play with. The advantages of using these hot tents for fly fishing is really good, because you have so much room in here. You can be set up and just wake up, toss your waders on, and hit the river. The tent is fairly large. If you were using it hiking, I think it'd be a little overkill, but for winter camping and trekking, I'll be using a sled, skis, and snowshoes, so it's definitely more feasible to move around for winter camping if you're going to trek that style. But tossing this thing in a backpack and carrying that thing around, good luck. I'm not about to do that. Palmolive makes some really nice stoves that collapse. They're made out of titanium. They're super lightweight. This thing is, it's a good stove. It's bare bones.
I added some parts to it, but it's big, it's clunky, it's heavy, it doesn't collapse, although a lot of the parts fold into themselves, so on and so forth. Not that type of stove yet, so we'll get there. But this winter, we're gonna put this thing through every condition that we can find ourselves in safely. Have a little bit more err to the side of caution as I'm getting a little bit older here, folks. I was always known as a wild child, and well, I got enough stories and enough crazy adventures to fill a book for a lifetime. So I want to continue the adventures, but I want to do things safe. Hence why I'm easing into this. I started out last weekend, first time using it. It was rain. Now we're up second weekend. There's snow. It's 6 degrees colder. It's going to be -7, so you know it's going to be almost 10 degrees colder than it was, degrees Celsius that is, than it was last week. So slowly easing into it as winter starts to pick up, and I think we'll be ready. I'm pretty excited, folks. So I'm going to chill out. I'm going to keep watching the Netflix on the phone here, watching Ancient Aliens. No, not Ancient Aliens, Ancient Apocalypse. I think there's some truth there, folks. I don't know if anybody else has watched it, but it's pretty awesome. So anyways, I'm going to keep watching some Netflix, and we'll check in when we go to cook dinner. And it's going to be better than porridge with beef in it. I promise it's going to be better. Promise. It's simple, but it's going to be better.
I think it's burning. Whew, what was that? Oh, it's stuck. That's not good. Try a flip. Wow! Look at that! That's actually not that bad. Let's freaking go! Can we pull it off? Where's my flipper? Oh, we did it! Did it burn it? Yeah, let's go, baby, let's go! Welcome to my humble abode. Welcome, Chef Foyer Schwartz. Schwartz. Well, I decided to make nothing complicated by any means, but a little bit more involved, maybe, and definitely taste better. So we've got grilled cheese, bacon, and soup sandwiches. Delish. Check this out. Excuse me. We are just going to keep upping the level each time. I think we did twice as good cooking this trip, and as last time at least. Let's do the split. Check this out, folks. There we have our grilled cheese and bacon sandwiches. A big bowl of soup with... Oh, what's that?
Does that look to you like anything familiar?
It's inevitable, folks. It happens to the best of us. And when cooking in camp, you're bound to end up with a little of this. I was gonna eat it. And of course, washing it down with a Canada Dry.
Well, dinner was awesome. That was filling. It took a little longer. I need to switch over to the cast iron pot. My bad. It takes forever to heat up. Those other pots, they're really meant for for a flame or an element. But, anywho, I am going to hit the sack pretty hard here, folks. You just seen us check the car. It's -5. So, yeah, a few degrees colder tonight. Probably the coldest part of the night. It's usually always just as the sun comes up. So, we'll see what time we wake up. I have a feeling I might just be sleeping for the next 5 or 6 hours. Stove is loaded up. Like I said, I'm super tired, and I am hitting the sack. Literally. See you folks in the morning. That is so awesome. I love winter. I love winter. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. No, this is like what I look forward to the most. Like when I'm going to bed at night, I am looking forward to this cup of coffee. So being set up out here, being able to make a nice cup of coffee, very grateful for that. I love coffee, folks. Just embrace it. I don't care. I'm going to say folks 50 to 100 times in a video. I'm done. Can't not say it. Burned into my brain. That's what I say. Still a little too strong. See, that's the thing with camp coffee, especially with the French press. If you're not careful, you make it a little too strong. So you gotta play with the coffee sugar or the sugar to milk equation. Sometimes you gotta up the ratio a little bit. And it's really snowing out there. All the water is just melting off the tent because I got the stove going. sugar. There. That ratio should equal out to an even tasting coffee. Yep. Yep. That's the way your coffee should taste. We're gonna get packed up and start to get out of here. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It is still snowing out pretty good. I'm gonna get the camp broke down and gear put away and start making our way out of here back towards civilization. It's winter! We'll see what it's like when we get back to Moncton. But up here, probably, getting on 1.5 inches of snow just from this morning, and it had just started because initially when I had woke up, wasn't that much snow on the ground. So, pretty cool. We have a little bit of a drive out of here, 8 kilometers back to the main road on the logging road here. The 4-wheeler trail that I'm on, or just a small trail right here, it's only a couple 100 meters or so. Right down there, right left. So I don't have too far to go. I'm really glad I put the winter tires on. I mean, not me, the wife. Really glad the wife took time out of her week to take care of me, always. And put the winter sneakers on, so we're good to go. Plus the Rav's got all-wheel drive. It's a good road. It was plowed before I came down it yesterday. So thank you very much for tuning in, folks. Welcome to winter. Welcome to the Fly Fishing Bushwhacker YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe. Put the thumbs up in there. Ding, 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 ding. Hit the notification. Thanks very much for watching, folks. We'll catch everyone next time. Riverside, tent side, who knows, but we'll be back. Thanks for watching, folks.
Educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my